audience, we are right smack dab in the middle of a round of Correctamundo, the game where every answer is correct. At least we think so. Maybe somewhere down the line, we'll discover that there's one incorrect answer to a single question. Let's just hope it's not in any of our lifetimes. Well, I think it's time, everyone, that we welcome our newest contestant to see if they've got what it takes to win the whole enchilada. Make some Illinois me monkey knots for Carolyn and Andrew! It's Carolyn and Andrew! Oh, hello, Carolyn and Andrew. Welcome to the Monkey House. How's it going?
Great.
Great. Well, oh, wait a minute. One of you said good and one of you said great. Which is it, good or great?
I said good. Carolyn said great. Let's agree on amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Amazing. Oh, good. He said good, she said great, but it's with amazing that they met in the middle. I'm glad you're both here. This is going to be an interesting round of Correctamundo because I've got 3 questions, but you guys have to answer in agreement with each other. Let me just fact check this here. Carolyn and Andrew, are you sister and brother?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, to everyone out there who knows about sister and brother relations, sometimes just agreeing on an answer can be a little tricky. Do you guys think you're going to be able to do this?
I don't know.
Maybe. Well, maybe. Okay. Well, I'll remind you, I'm dangling as an incentive over this round the next song that we play. But bonus, if you both can agree on all 3 of your answers and you get the game right, if you win the game, you each get to pick your own song. Ooh, that's something, right? That's pretty good. So what do you think, Carolyn and Andrew? You ready to play this game?
Yeah.
Audience, are you ready to play this game? Then let's play Correctamundo. Carolyn and Andrew, it's time for question number 1. Now this one, oh boy, we're just right out of the gate. This is going to be challenging. What is the number 1 breakfast cereal, Carolyn and Andrew? You can talk this out. You don't have to. You can talk to each other. We can listen in. What do you think?
Cheerios? Cheerios.
Cheerios. And why do you say Cheerios?
Because I think it's pretty in the middle of a bunch of cereals, and it's good for about any time. Yeah,
Okay.
true.
Oh, any time of day. Yeah, that's a good morning cereal. That's a good evening cereal, middle of the day. Plus, you can make jewelry out of it, right? A little bit of yarn and some Cheerios. You got yourself a nice-looking necklace or bracelet. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, fashion.
Fashion. Are we going just straight up regular Cheerios? Or are we going honey nut? I think there's even apple flavored Cheerios. What do you think?
Any type of Cheerios.
Any. You're just saying the entire Cheerio universe. Okay. Audience, there's some really good compromising happening on the other end of this phone line. Show me Cheerios. Yes! All right. Great. You're on the board with Cheerios. Congratulations. Just curious, what would you each have said on your own if you didn't have to agree with each other?
I would have said the cereal called Crave.
Crave? Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
I would have said the same thing. Oh.
Wait, what? Well then, audience, we also would have accepted Crave. Very good. Weird. That's so great. So, out of deference to each other, you both chose something that you didn't like because you thought the other person would also choose that thing. This is amazing. I tell you, this is why sibling relationships are so complicated. Well, that's 1 point. You guys are doing great. Now, do you want to stop with your bowl of Cheerios, or do you want to move on to question number 2?
Move it on.
Let's move it on along. Well, it's going to be easier to move along than it would have been otherwise because for question number 2, we're going to be moving along while riding in a saddle. Your challenge is to answer this question, Carolyn and Andrew. What if you could put a saddle on the back of any animal and ride it like a horse? What animal would it be? Now, we already put saddles on horses, so horses do not count. It needs to be another animal that is not often saddled, but that if you could, you want to ride on its back in a saddle. Go ahead and talk this one through, Carolyn and Andrew, and let us know when you've come up with a final answer.
Well, you know what it is. Got it.
You've got
a whale.
A whale. Is there any particular kind of whale you're thinking of, or just any whale?
Blue whale. Blue whale? Yeah.
Blue whale. Okay.
Blue whale.
Now, is this going to be a situation where, and when I ask you both afterward, you both say, like, no, I wanted a tiger, and then the other one's like, no, I also wanted a tiger. Really? Is blue whale really what you want? That's the final answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a pretty wet ride. Audience, show us blue whale. Yeah. Oh, fun. That's a good idea. We also would have accepted a tiger. The fun thing about putting a saddle on the back of a blue whale is it's like going to Splash Mountain every time you take a ride. That's 2 points to you now. Carol and Andrew, you're doing great, but this is the moment of truth. You could stop with your cereal and your whale, or you could risk it and go for question number 3. Get this right, you get the next song that we play, song Zuh. Get it wrong, and you go home empty-handed. What's it going to be?
We're gonna risk it.
Risk it all! I like the cut of your jibs. All right, question number 3. What is a terrible name for a sports team? You know, a lot of sports teams are named after, I don't know, like animals, like the Seattle Seahawks, Chicago Bears, for instance. What do you think would be a really bad name for a sports team?
The Stinky Socks.
That's pretty good, because they wouldn't even need uniforms. They probably already have stinky socks. Just put those on, and they're ready to take the field. Maybe their jerseys could just be made out of lots of stitched together stinky socks. Carol and Andrew, do you have any experience firsthand with stinky socks? Are you sometimes stinky socks wearers? Just curious.
Oh, yes. Well, sometimes when I wear socks, they turn into stinky socks, so every time I take off my shoes at home, they can normally smell my feet when I'm sitting on the couch when they're right next to me watching the movie.
You don't even have to announce that you're home. People just smell that you walked in through the front door like, oh, kids are home. Okay. Audience, this is for the win. Show us the stinky socks. What do you think? Yes! Correct! And that means, Carolyn and Andrew, you have displayed ultimate sibling flexibility, and you've won the game. How do you both feel?
Amazing! Amazing.
Okay, we still agree. Carol and Andrew, you each get to pick a song now. Carolyn, what's your song going to be?
Kitty Fight.
Kitty Fight, great choice. And Andrew, you also get to request a song. What would you like to hear, my friend?
Crazy Frog.
Oh, yeah! Oh, man, we're all going to go crazy with these 2 songs. One more time, audience, give it up for Carolyn and Andrew, who just made some Illinois. Nicely done, you two.